the track?
I don't know.
Oh, there's a guy there.
5 o'clock in the morning, and this is the last place I expected to be.
I didn't even get the guy's name. We phoned.
We got a call very early this morning about a snake on a train. We got here as quickly as we could.
How's it? Morning. That side.
Yeah.
All right.
Can we get over this way?
Okay, open.
Is it open? Can you show us where to go? All right.
Okay. All right, lovely. Thank you for your help.
Okay,
Cheers. Thank you.
Don't really know what's going on, to be honest. I think he's a bit confused. He didn't know anything about a snake, so he's just pointed us in the direction of down here somewhere. So hopefully there's someone there that can help us out.
There's a guy up there.
Yeah. Maybe he knows what's going on here. Hi.
Hi. We saw a snake go underneath over here.
Under there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And,
It was about this size.
yeah. How long ago, roughly?
About an hour ago.
About an hour ago. All right, okay. Do you get any colour, description, anything like that? I know it's dark, but...
It's dark, I couldn't see anything.
you
I
just saw a snake.
just saw it go through there,
Right.
about this size.
Right, okay. All right, okay. And how long does it take you before you got to pick the passengers up? How long have we got to actually find the snake?
Half an hour, yeah.
All right, okay. So no pressure then, nothing like that?
I'm Simon Keys. That's my girlfriend, Susie Gillett. We're professional snake catchers. For $30, you get rid of an unwanted visitor, we get to save a snake's life.
I would never change what I do. I love it.
Our passion is to keep the snakes alive. All right, okay. All right, you look that side, I'll look this side. Okay, let's have a look here. It's very dark and dingy in there, and there's steam blowing out all over the place, which is hot. So, yeah, it's quite hectic, you know. I haven't done anything like this before. So, because it's dark, he was battling to see. No patterning, no nothing. So, you know, you've got to be careful, because if you go stick your head somewhere underneath a train chassis or wherever, that snake could be lurking and bite you on the face, you know. If it's something like a mamba or cobra, you're really going to be in trouble.
Because it was dark when the snake was spotted, I'm thinking, what snake would be active at night time? A night adder? But they don't really climb, so it's probably not that. It could be a cobra. They nocturnal hunters. Perhaps a harmless house snake out hunting rodents. But it's also possible a diurnal snake, like a mamba, was disturbed when they started up the steam engines. Without a clear description of the snake, you've got to be prepared for the worst.
The thing is, it might have just climbed up there and gone straight through the other side and gone. There's gaps everywhere, look. I can put my fingers in there.
We've only just started looking for the mystery snake, and the train starts moving. They're taking it out of the sheds. We desperately scan the undercarriage as it rolls past us.
He said he saw the snake crawling around the chassis area where the wheels were. Now, you can imagine a little snake, or even a big snake, getting stuck there and the train moving off, it'll chop it clean in half. We might actually have to get on this train, because we can't find the snake underneath. It's so difficult to see anything. I can't see anything under there, it's a nightmare.
Where do we go?
And if it falls on the track, it's going to get squashed.
Well, I say there's nothing here, so we know it's not killed.
It must still be on the train. Let's run the other side, because they're connecting the carriages now.
Okay, how long have we got?
The train isn't leaving just yet.
Watch out for a hole.
It's been shunted out of the sheds onto the main line.
Don't do that, no.
It'll be at the platform on the other side. We can cut through this way.
Got the worst shoes in the world.
This is no normal capture. You know, we go into people's houses, it might be shut in a bedroom. We can take our time, you know. We can search carefully and slowly and, you know, do what we've got to do. But this is a totally different type of call-out. That train had to go and pick up its passengers, and we literally had minutes before it was going to leave.
Which is it? Is it that one?
Yeah. We have to start
Would you know?
where we connected it and work our way down.
I think we've got to rule out outside.
All right, let's have a good look here before this thing pulls off.
This train is scheduled to leave just after sunrise to pick up 200 passengers at the next station. We're seriously running out of time.
So you could be looking for something that's not even there, but you can't take that chance. You know, if you're going to put 200 passengers on a train and there could be a dangerous snake on it, all hell will break loose. So many places it could be.
It's stupid. It's ridiculous.
I'm like, oh, shit. We still haven't finished searching underneath properly, and this train has to go.
If it's not under the train, it might be on the train.
Take that. And the cool. Oh my God.
Shame the bag fell off her back, and I actually nearly broke her finger trying to shove her in the train there. I said, just get on that bloody train, quick, it's going.
I can honestly say my whole lifetime I've never jumped onto a moving train, so I felt like I was in a movie set almost, like being pushed on the steam and, you know, all happening at once, so really, really hectic.
Right,
Right, look.
you search it here, and I'll search up the other end, maybe.
Whether we're on a bedroom, a factory or a train, we always search systematically from one end to the other.
There's a lot of holes on this floor here. It's a very, very old train, and it could be anywhere. It might have just crawled up inside here somewhere. It may have just slithered off, so we just have to make sure, search the whole carriageway. And we've got about half an hour to do it before the people arrive.
The next station is where the passengers were being picked up. Whether we found a snake or not, passengers were getting on that train.
If you look under it.
Yeah, well, and I'm leaving it for you.
Yeah. So you can easily go up into the jets, which is not cool. It's gone up there, we never bloody find it. OK, well, let's just search as we are. Just keep going. When you're inside, you think, oh, this shouldn't be too difficult. Well, I was wrong with that, because the seats were ripped underneath, all the springs were hanging out. Someone could sit down, that snake could be inside the seat, might bite them on the bum. The overhead luggage racks, it could be cold up there. There's lots of little places. Even the windows, you know, the way the windows operated, you open a window and there's little slots where the glass sits in. It could have gone down there. Someone could have their hand on the edge, you know, looking out the window, and it bite them on the finger. You just don't know. We don't know what we're looking for. All I do know is we have to find it as quickly as possible.
Ooh, it's outside.
Oh, right, okay, be careful when you tread over there. We've got until the next station to try and find the snake before the passengers get on. Put the stuff down, we'll just do the whole carriage as we go along.
Yeah. Right, you do those. I haven't done...
Okay.
Oh, man.
It's so dark.
Oh, crap.
Must be a tunnel.
I hope it's not bloody Mamba or something, because I can't see.
Just stay still, Susie, until we're out of this tunnel. It's coming back out now.
Yeah.
A snake like a black mamba is likely to have found a small space to hide in, where it feels safe.
But these chairs are solid underneath. OK?
And there's only so many places it can hide on this train.
Now, these ones are better than the other ones.
Yeah, so they're solid, so it's all right.
You can check inside these toilets.
I haven't been this far yet, so...
Right, hold that, I'll have a quick look.
That door's open as well.
Very confined space, but we have to check it, so... But there's no sign of any snake in here. Actually looked inside the pan, but... Whoa! That even goes straight outside. You can see the railway lines below there. And I lifted up the lid of the toilet. You never know, it might be in the toilet. But actually, I was quite surprised. I opened the lid, and I could just see train track below. So if you go to the toilet, it goes straight out onto the train track, which I thought was a bit sort of like a bit disgusting, really. I thought it'd at least be contained. So quite interesting. The pressure was on us from the word go. Once we got inside the train, we know we only had limited time to try and find a snake. And what was going through my mind was, if we don't find the snake, what do we do? It could be a dangerous snake, and you know, people are going to panic. You can imagine people running through from one end of the train into the other, all trying to squeeze through those little tiny doors. And someone might have been brave and try and kill it, you know, or hurt the snake. It's just not a good situation for a snake or passengers to be in.
Not a great situation for me either. I don't want to be bitten while trying to find it.
I'm just seeing basically what's happened here over the years. The seat springs have fallen through, and it's a perfect place for a snake to hide. It's in this seat bottom. So I'm just checking there's nothing in it. I can't see anything, but I haven't really got time to go searching every single one. I'm just hoping we find it
In the carriage itself. Right.
God, look at that view of the trees. Look at it.
View, we haven't got time to look at the view. I know it's beautiful, but now's not the time, babe.
Stunning.
Every carriage we search, we run the same risks over again. Sticking our faces under seats and other potential snake hiding places is dangerous, and we have to remain super vigilant no matter how many carriages there are.
I'm going to go up this end, just do half-half each.
Are we pulling in at the station, do you think?
Don't know.
It's not the station. The train's slowing down for a road crossing. We gain a bit of time,
Crap.
but we're probably only minutes away now.
Where have you done?
Just up to here now.
You done all here, done up there, done everywhere?
No, nothing as yet.
Simon, here.
What?
I got something here. Hang on.
Where?
I don't know, I just see a little bit of it. Come here, honest.
Shall I just stay calm?
There.
Bite from that and you're in serious trouble.
No, I can't get
Wait,
high.
I
I can't get
can't
high.
see it.
There. My torch is on it. I'm not tall enough. Okay, oh, yeah.
Hold on. Bomb stung.
We hardly ever encounter boomslangs. They're shy, diurnal snakes, spending most of their life up in the trees. But what the venom does to a human is like something out of a horror film. The extremely potent but slow-acting venom is hemotoxic, destroying red blood cells, degenerating organs and preventing clotting. Severe bleeding from the gums, nose, eyes and other mucous membranes is followed by massive internal hemorrhaging. Without anti-venom treatment, a slow death from internal bleeding is inevitable.
Wow, can't believe that.
I'll just leave it there. It's settled there for a second. Bloody hell. You don't want to be bitten by that.
Oh, God, yeah.
Hold that there. Just hold up there. It's quite big, actually. And it's a female boomslang. And I can tell it's a brown colour. It's an excellent climbing snake, so to get up here is no problem at all. And it's bigger than what I was expecting as well. The guy said it was about that long, about a metre. I can already tell that's bigger than that. It's almost double, I'd say. It's quite a big one. I'm not going to disturb it. I think it looks fine. It did move a little bit. Let me just touch it back there. Boomslangs are extremely venomous, but they're quite placid. Yeah, it's fine. It looks alive. It's very cold. No, it's cold. OK, that's moving off. OK, can you just watch it? I'll get it back. I touched it with my fingers to start with, just to make sure the snake was all right, because I didn't know if the snake had been injured, climbing around on the wheels and all the rest of it. Maybe the snake had been hurt. So I just touched it on the back of the tail there, and it lifted its head up and thought, oh, it's definitely a boomslang, and it just stayed there, which was good. I'll probably just use a hook to just keep the torch on it, because if we go through a tunnel, I won't be able to see what I'm doing. Right there. All right, stay head in. Puffing his throat out a little bit. Sorry, snake. There's the tail.
The train's swaying all over the place.
Right there.
If this girl tries to bite me, I'm at a serious disadvantage here.
Mind out. I'll try to lift it off.
But we've got to get it off before the passengers get on.
Right, just let it stay like that. Watch out. Probably just have to use the tongs. Hold on. They would rather get away than bite. Bites to humans are almost unheard of, to be honest with you, but it's normally handlers like myself or catchers that are at risk because you're obviously dealing with them all the time. We don't catch many boomslangs. They tend to stick to trees and bushes, that's where they belong, but it is a potentially very dangerous snake. Oh, sorry, I need to It's a beautiful snake. This is fantastic. I'm starting to lose faith there a bit. This is a female boomslang. The males tend to be brighter green, where the females are like a drabby brown, but they do vary. They're dimorphic, so you can tell the difference between males and females just by looking at them. And the way to tell it's a boomslang's got a very blunt-shaped nose, shaped head, and big eyes. Got excellent eyesight, these snakes. They mainly live in trees and bushes. Obviously, it's climbed in here purely by accident and found a little home up in that racking area above. But other than that, I'm just going to look in the light here. Looks absolutely fine. There's no... I was worried, it might be injured by the train, but it looks absolutely fine. Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic. The bite from one of these snakes is very serious. If it did bite a passenger, you've got to get to hospital. I'm just going to bag it up now and get it out of here because we are coming to the next station very shortly. We've probably got about 3 or 4 minutes till we actually stop. So we caught the snake just in time. Can you pass the bag there, Sue?
Mm-hmm. No. Got me to do it.
No, I'm all right here.
There's a lot of passengers waiting to get on this train at the next stop. We're going to have to get this boomslang off the train safely and without anyone even suspecting a deadly snake hitched a ride.
Got it?
Yeah, just twist it. That's good.
Problem is,
Okay, I'm letting go.
we don't exactly blend into the crowd.
They don't need to know there's a snake on the train. Let's just pop it straight into the bag here. That's it.
Oh, I'm just got to sit here now.
Yeah, now we can't really do anything until this train stops. So,
During snake season, we don't often get a chance to sit down and relax for even 2 minutes.
yeah,
but we're on this train until the next station, whether we like it or not, so we may as well enjoy the view. That city out there is crawling with deadly snakes, and we're going to come face to face with a few more today, that's for sure.
Just be discreet. Thank you very much, that's brilliant, thank you. Woo, wobbly. Yes, it was lovely.
Okay, let's go. Just disappear into the ground. Yeah. This way. Yeah, you know, when we're walking through crowds with grab sticks and bags and tattoos and pink hair, you know, we do sort of like stand out a little bit. So I tried to do it as discreetly as possible. You know, people might not want to get back onto a train knowing that there was a snake on it. So, you know, it could affect their business. So I just had a little quiet word with Bruce. How you doing? Right, yeah, problem sorted out. It's a bump snake. Okay, so we caught it and we're going. Okay, so it's safe.
Cheers, thank you.
No worries, come
Yeah,
that way. And he was quite happy to see us go, and we disappeared off into the crowds. I think this bomb slung's probably been through enough trauma, finding itself on a train. So what we'll do, when we get the time, we'll find a suitable release site and we'll just let this snake go.
City of Durban, midsummer. 3.5 million people and a crap load of venomous snakes. Got a snake problem? Call us. We just got a call from a tow truck driver.
It's right on in the city, so we're heading off there now.
He says he thinks he's found snake eggs in an electrical box. If deadly snakes hatch in the city, it could be a disaster for both the people and the snakes.
How you doing, all right?
How's it? Your name, Simon?
Yeah, cool.
Gordon's my name.
Gordon, nice to meet you. Okay.
Often calls like this turn out to be birds' eggs, but we can't take the chance. Lives are at stake.
Well, do you know what? There's a couple of feathers, but they're not bird eggs.
So look.
They're stuck together, they're bloody snake eggs. I know they're snake eggs or reptile eggs. They definitely were not bird eggs because a bird, there's usually a nest. And there's evidence of a bird. There's usually lots of feathers, lots of drop-ins.
Snake eggs are leathery. They are not like a bird egg, where if you squeeze a bird egg, it'll actually break like a chicken's egg. You know, it'll shatter. When you squeeze a reptile egg, they're like a soft, leathery shell. If you give it a slight squeeze, not too hard, it's like spongy. They go back to the normal position. They're indented, so they looks like they're going to hatch any time. But that's too big for a house snake. First of all, I thought, well, it's probably a brown house snake eggs, you know. But then looking at them more closely, they're a little bit too big to be brown house snake eggs.
They are too small to be rock python eggs. They're eliminated.
Way too small for black mambas or anything like that. Bush snakes lay very long, elongated eggs, so it's definitely not that. Night adder eggs are rounder, more like that. It looks like a Mozambique spitting cobra.
They're that size.
Yeah, they're very close to hatching those. I'll get a box or something out of the car, and we'll get them out of here. Can't leave them.
No.
Yeah, they'll get finished off. Just bear with me a sec. I'll go and get a box. Yeah.
Mozambique spitting cobras aren't known to guard their nests. The mothers may lay and never return, leaving the eggs on their own.
Simon?
Yeah?
Bring something so they don't move about.
Yeah, I've got maybe a pillowcase, something like that.
Yeah, get it.
You can't leave Mozambique spitting cobra eggs in a city. When they emerge from those eggs, they're going to all go off in different directions. One by one, they're probably going to be killed by people moving around. You know, might tread on them, they'll get run over. It's just not the right place to be.
I've got a nice clean one.
I believe it's cruel and immoral to destroy any type of eggs found, but when it comes to snakes, there'll always be people who disagree. If they were turtle eggs, I'm sure everyone would be over the moon. We were taking them to a safer place to give them a good start in life away from people.
What we're going to do now, we're just going to wrap them up in here because we're not prepared for this, and quickly take these home, put them in the right substrate. We need some vermiculite or perlite, and then we'll finish the incubation period, and then we'll see if they hatch. So, and it's no good leaving eggs around here. They won't survive. So we're going to take them away. Okay.
Some people think we're just two snake lovers gone mad, being parents to baby spitting cobras.
We'll have to take them home now. They're cooking the car.
But snakes are important predators. They help keep pest populations from exploding. Imagine cities and agricultural areas overrun with rats. Saving and releasing every single snake we can is a win-win for people and the snakes.
What?
There, guys. Gently.
It's a new one.
I'm not kissing it.
The gardening team in an office park say they've spotted a mamba in the irrigation system. When they see a snake in Durban, just about everyone thinks they're dealing with a black or green mamba. They could be right, but I've got to be prepared for anything.
I haven't got any goggles on, so I'll pick them. Okay, Herald snake. Nice big one.
Herald snakes are often mistaken for black mambas, but you'd never catch a mamba like this.
There we go. Yeah, so red-lip herald. Although it is a venomous snake, it's regarded harmless because the venom is very, very mild and does nothing to humans. But if you're a frog, then you're in trouble, or a toad, because that's what they primarily eat. This one's quite a nice size, and he's flattened his head out because he's scared, and he's sticking his bright red tongue out. They do that thing to make themselves look bigger, more dangerous, but it's actually a harmless snake. You want to touch it?
With black mambas common in Durban City, it's no wonder people are afraid of snakes here. But we do what we can to help people respect rather than fear snakes.
So the first time you've touched a snake? Oh wow, there you go. Oh, see?
Just so you know, if you ever see a black mamba, because they get confused, this is a harmless snake. They look a little bit like a black mamba. But a black mamba isn't shiny, okay? It doesn't have these white speckles. And on a herald snake, his head is always darker than the rest of the body, whereas a black mamba is a much bigger snake and like grey. Doesn't have those white speckles. And a black mamba is not shiny. It's a matte grey colour. All right. And they're much bigger anyway. So thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I'll pop that in there. Yep.
Cheers, thank you.
Hey, babe, wow.
What's up?
You must come check this.
What?
There's cobras have started
No
hatching.
way, already?
There's at least 2 out here.
Hang on, let me have a look.
Yo, how cute's that?
Already? Oh, my God, look at them. One up there.
There's a head. There's a little
many out?
one.
One?
They're all slit, apart from maybe 2, 3. Let's have a look.
2 out, isn't there?
Snakes use what's called an egg tooth to slit the shell from the inside when they're ready to emerge. A day or 2 later, this modified tooth falls off. Then they shed their skin for the first time and they're ready to hunt. With venom glands fully developed from day 1, a bite from a spitting cobra hatchling is serious. The combination of neurotoxic and cytotoxic venom is both painful and deadly if untreated.
They look pink when they're born, look, pinky nose. Oh, shame. How cool is that?
Look, that one's got his head out sideways. It's hard to say how many would survive in the wild. You know, if there's say 20 baby cobras, maybe only 1 or 2 of those will reach adulthood.
So we're going to make sure every single last one hatches. Then we'll release them into the bush. Even deadly snakes deserve a good start in life, away from people.
Okay, do you want to watch the rest hatch?
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll go and make that cup of tea and then we'll come back and sit here for a bit.
we've got a long night.
Cheeky little buggers.
Each snake is individual, so some snakes split the egg and they're out straight away, or some snakes don't come out for a few days, so it's all down to them individually. Some eggs don't even hatch. They might be just infertile, or the snake just hasn't made it.
Here you go.
We're going to keep a close eye on these guys. Their lives are now in our hands. It's a responsibility we take very seriously.
I'll grab the hook, I forgot. I'll go and
Yeah, I know, that's even
Look, check there, check there. Sorry, my finger. Check there, look, he's actually pushing through now. Wow, wow, guys. Sue.
You know, this is the only time I get broody.
You get broody?
Yeah, this, no, not human.
Ah.
Broody with snakes.
A bit worried, eh?
No. This one's perfect, baby.
How many is it? 1 left, not even.
I know, it's
Sorry,
very
two.
good, isn't it?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Use a
14,
hook.
15,
Watch your
16, 17, 18,
fingers.
19, 20.
Move your
It's all
finger.
right, man. 20. 20 baby cobras. Oh, here we go. Now we've opened a can of worms. Oh, there we go.
Go.
They're fast. Keep it deadly.
We're parents to 19 baby-spitting cobras. But I'm worried about the last one. Hopefully it hatches by the time we get back today.
So yeah, all the babies that we get, we generally put them all back into the bush. You know, that's where they belong, and to try and keep things going. You know, so there's a future for snakes.
Which, believe it or not, is a lot less scary than a future without snakes. There's a reason they call this place Snake City and not Rat City. We're heading to a workshop on the edge of the city. They're called to say they've got a boom slung in their tree, That's the same snake we caught on the train? I'm sceptical. We only see bomb slugs every several months.
Oh, yeah.
Chances are it's something else.
How's it, man? You have a snake? A snake, yeah. Where? Is it in a tree, apparently, or something?
I told them not to take their eyes off the snake. A camouflage snake in a tree can disappear in seconds.
How's it, man? Are you right?
Can you still see it?
Can you still see it?
Small.
Whereabouts? Just show me. Oh, there.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. Okay. Can't quite see what it is, but I think it is a bomb slug, yeah.
For many years, bomb slugs were regarded as harmless to humans. That's until world-famous herpetologist Carl Schmidt of Chicago's Lincoln Park Zoo got bitten on the thumb. Instead of going to hospital, he calmly took notes of the symptoms as they developed. A day later, he was found dead of respiratory arrest and cerebral hemorrhage. Turns out, drop for drop, bomb slug venom is even more potent than that of our friend, the black mamba.
See there?
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. Jeez.
Okay. Looks like a bomb slug. It's actually hard to tell from here. Not particularly high up, and it's just curled up in the branches there. But yeah, looking at it, it does look like one. But now we've got the fun part of trying to get it out of the tree without losing it. So just ask them for a ladder. If not, I'm going to have to climb up the tree. It's probably safer catching the snake than climbing the ladder, to be honest with you. Really crappy thing. Anyway, we get it up, stand it up. It's a bit rickety. So I say to Sue, look, I'll get on the ladder, but you put your weight against it in case I go tumbling into the bushes somewhere.
Only 7 people have died in the last 50 or 60 years since Schmitz first discovered bomb slugs were deadly. That's not a lot, and proves that bomb slugs generally keep out of people's way.
Sorry, thank you for that.
Thanks.
But here I am, about to take this snake on. I really don't want to be the 8th fatality.
Right, ready? Here we go. Push the ladder. Don't let me... It's going to go straight that way, isn't it? I'll try and stand
Do it
this
one at a
side
time
of
for a minute. Let me just away. No, it's fine.
it. He knows I'm coming. Oh.
I know. I'm doing my best.
Do you know what? I don't think it is a bomb slug.
What is it?
It's an egg eater.
Oh, really?
I think so, but let me just...
Don't risk it yet.
I think it is. But I can't quite see it very well. Hold on. You right, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Safe as houses. Hey, you. You little egg eater. I don't even need it.
If it is, yeah, no, they've got no teeth. I think, God, has he got it right? Maybe it is a bomb slug, maybe, you know. So I'm worried for his safety because by then he's removed the bite-proof gloves, which he's decided to use. So they've been thrown on the floor. He's like, yep, I'm going to grab it. It's an egg eater.
But I'm looking for the eye. That's the trait of the bomb slug. I couldn't find it. And just by going from coloration, you can't rely on that because snakes do differ. Even you can put 2 bomb slugs together and one will look different to the other one. So you've got to be sure before you grab the snake. Yeah.
You sure though?
Okay, I'm going up one more.
Double check it before you grab.
Yeah, it's a little eggy. Hey. Hey, there you are. Come here, you. Hey.
Is it?
Pass it down.
Is it?
Eggier.
He grabs it out and he is saying, yeah, egg eater, egg eater. Then he just throws it at me to say, yeah, egg eater, take it. I'm like, are you sure? And still my little sort of health and safety side to me, are you sure it is? You know, you've identified it right.
Beautiful one. Southern brown.
Hang on, I'm holding you.
Yeah,
Trying to
that's
hold
all right. Okay, cool. Oh, that's brilliant. That's fantastic.
The egg eater is totally unique. It only eats eggs, nothing else. Not only its jaw, but its entire skull is flexible, so it can swallow eggs much larger than its head. Kind of like us, trying to eat a whole watermelon. Then once the egg is inside the esophagus, it is pierced by modified bony projections under the spine. The egg yolk drains directly into the stomach, and the crushed shell is regurgitated.
Yeah, show the guys this. Yeah, it's not a dangerous snake. It's an egg-eating snake. That's quite cool. Very excited, actually, because we don't catch these very often. They are quite scarce.
Come see, it's harmless, harmless.
Come. This one's good. He doesn't bite.
Doesn't bite. Hardly any teeth, actually. Come see, stroke it. Look at it, I've got the head, nothing can happen to you. Touch, touch, touch. They've got great scales, really rough or killed scales. I want to sort of dispel the horrible image that snakes have out here, so I do go over to the workers. I do encourage them to stroke, and a few of them do. They're sort of hesitant, but they do stroke, and a lot of them sort of just sort of smack it quickly with one finger and run away, I've noticed.
Yeah, all it eats is bird eggs, that's all.
There was one woman, she was not going to touch it. She was almost throwing up on the side. She was so repulsed by this snake. She was shaking her hands like it was the most dirtiest thing in the world, and I couldn't persuade her, which I wish I could.
Fantastic snake. Pop it in a bag now and we'll take it home. Here we go. Pop that up.
Cool.
You just tie a little knot in it, I think. We'll take it home.
Lovely. Thanks, guys.
Cool, thank you very much.
Thanks for not harming it, and thanks for watching it. You did really well.
Cool, thank you.
Cheers, thank
Cheers,
you.
bye.
People ask us all the time, why save a snake's life? Most people out there despise or fear snakes despite the essential role they play as a predator of pest species. And with snake populations getting hammered by development, it's up to the few of us who do care to save every single snake we can.
It's been a few days now. All the cobras have hatched apart from one. I'm a bit concerned that maybe he's battling to get out the egg. And what can happen if he doesn't get out, it'll actually die and drown in the embryotic fluid. So what we're going to do here is going to take the egg out, make a small incision with a scalpel, and then just see if the snake is fit and well. If it is, we can just leave it to come out on its own accord. But if we don't do something about it, it could die.
Who knows? This little guy might be the only one of his brood to make it to adulthood.
Where's those surgical blades?
Right, do the light.
So we're going to do everything we can to give him a chance, if he's alive in there.
There is something in there. I just wonder if it'll move.
Alive.
Around again.
Everywhere.
Yeah, it is, yeah, I've got to be careful. I think there.
Look.
Pass me on those blades. There. Okay, here we go. Do quite a nice size so I can actually see in.
Fingers, it doesn't.
Yeah, no, just
Fly
need
out from
to do
behind.
it like that. So,
I don't think it's alive.
I don't know.
Use that now.
Hold on 1 second. I'll just slit it across the top. I can see the snake. I can see her head. Oh, I don't know.
I don't think it's alive.
I don't think it's alive. Let's just see. Is it alive or not?
Well, it's got to breathe when it comes out the
Yeah,
fluid.
let's just.
Wake him up.
You can take it right out.
Oh, yeah, or, yeah.
I know. I don't
Because I
know.
don't think it's moving at all.
Oh, wait there. Don't know. That's just the egg. So, is he alive? Is she alive?
They've got to take their first gasp as well.
I know. Yeah.
Oh, no. It's
Is he alive?
I don't know. Is that you moving
It's
it?
so hard to tell. You alive? Oh, yes. He's alive. Happy birthday. Woo!
That's nice.
Success!
Yeah, I know. It's
As soon as he's out, we'll quickly release all the babies before the next call comes in.
I got it.
Releasing snakes that we catch out of people's homes, etc., is hard enough, you know, to find a place to release them back into the wild. So now we've got a whole bunch of spitting cobras. We'll have to take a long drive somewhere and ensure that they go away from people and ensure they have a good start in life. You know, we can't just dump them anywhere, so it'll be a case of finding a suitable release site where their food is sustainable and the future is as safe as possible for them.
No one knows how far they travel in their life, but there's plenty of bush for them to roam here.
Say goodbye to your friends.
Oh, that one's going off now.
It's a big wild world. You don't want to stand on them. You'll squash them. Cute, isn't they?
Oh, I think they're gorgeous.
Got a call from a lady saying that she thinks she's got a cobra in her garden. Hiya, you all right?
Hi, you're right.
Hi, you okay?
Hello. Oh, you can still
This
see
is
it?
behind the box thing.
Behind the box.
Behind the box, sort of. And that's contained in that bit, I take it. Yeah, great.
All right, glasses. Some goggles
Thank
on
you.
here in case it spits. Okay, let's just get out. Don't just touch anything yet.
No. Can I just put stuff on here?
Yeah. Let's have a little look there. Okay.
All good.
So basically, they've seen a cobra, which we think is, he thinks a cobra anyway, and it's gone behind these boxes here. And behind you is vast amounts of bush. So there is snakes in there. We know for a fact there's snakes there. and it's obviously come up here and entered her garden. So I'm going to have a little peek now and see what it is, but I'm thinking a Mozambique spitting cobra by the sounds of it.
It's the most common cobra in this part of Durban.
Okay.
There's nothing on the floor under there,
No, let's,
so I'm going to do the box.
Yeah, just keep watch your
In
eyes.
the box.
Watch out. Wait. What is it? It was a little bit dark there. What I was looking at was just the head neck area of the cobra, and it wasn't a Mozambique spitting cobra. I'm now seeing a forest cobra. What is it?
Forest.
It's a flipping forest cobra. Okay, just wait there.
The venom of the forest cobra is a faster acting, more potent venom than that of the spitting cobra. It attacks the central nervous system, resulting in the victim getting weaker each passing minute. After a few hours, the muscles that control breathing are paralysed and death results from respiratory failure.
You're gonna grab it, and if it comes this way,
Right, top of the head.
right there. Bloody forest cobra.
You cool?
Okay, put another one just slightly higher up there. Not too high, just a little bit less. Get it
Grab.
underneath. Right, just hold it there. Okay,
Yeah, I'm good.
stay there. Just a second. Do this thing. Come back a little bit. Okay, don't move. Don't let go, whatever you do.
I'm good.
Come back a little bit. Okay, don't move. Don't let go, whatever you do.
I'm good.
Okay, got it.
You got it?
All right. Okay, I can take these off now. Steaming up.
Look at that.
This is a forest cobra, much rarer and not the snake I was thinking it was actually going to be. I was expecting to be a Mozambique spitting cobra. And I'll tell you what's happening. These things are moving further and further south, and this is actually the closest south we've caught one. So it's just really interesting what's going on. And one of the reasons behind it is habitat destruction, and the other thing is males pushing other males out. I bet you if I sex this now, this is probably going to be a male. If it's a female, it'd be fantastic. Let's just do that, actually. I can hold it now. I've got it.
Males might be arriving here first because they're being kicked out by the bigger males guarding the females in the shrinking habitats up north. Or the entire population might have many more males than females.
It'd be interesting to know because there's a couple of guys doing some research on these, and they're keeping the stats. So if we can just see if it's a boy or a girl now, that'd be great. Let's use that one.
Vaseline.
They could use the data to try figure out what's going on with the forest cobra populations and range expansion.
The way in which we probe snakes, because they're not visually evident that it's a male or female, some snakes are, but forest cobras are not, is to insert an instrument called a probe into their cloaca. If it goes in quite a few scales, normally on them 7 scales plus, it's a male. If it goes sort of 5, 4 and less, it's female.
Yeah,
Go that way.
we'll do it that way. Personal preference.
Yeah, male,
Is it a male?
100%.
There's a male, another male.
Male.
So there's more males than females all the time, which is another interesting fact. Beautiful snake, very, very dangerous. It's got a highly neurotoxic venom, and they prefer to eat food such as frogs and toads, but they will eat mice and rats. They will eat birds. They will also eat other snakes, and there's plenty of food around here for it. I'm going to have to take it home.
Yeah.
Take it home. We need to drive this back north at some stage.
There's still a few sizable forest fragments about an hour's drive north of the city where we could release it.
Not today. We'll take it home for now, and we'll worry about it another day. Yes, I know you want to kill me, but I don't want that to happen today. So you can see it's contorting its face there because I'm going to bag it up.
Need to get tape still.
That's all right.
You're stabbing me there.
It's biting the bag, don't.
Stabbing my boob, that's not...
There you go, stabbing your boob. It just wants to go, you know. It doesn't want to be held around the head. You can understand that. There we go. It's safe now. OK, we're going to walk through with this snake. You guys can just move out the way, just in case it bites through the bag. OK, cool, clear.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Cool.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Nighttime. This job never ends.
House snake didn't eat them.
When we're not out catching snakes, we're in our apartment caring for those awaiting release back into the wild. But with venomous snakes, it doesn't matter where you are. Things can go terribly wrong very quickly.
The snakes we keep here, all the ones that have been rescued, sometimes, you know, they'd be released the same day, but sometimes it's not possible. If we don't get home until it's dark and it's late, we haven't got time to go shaping off into the bush. It wouldn't be safe anyway to do that. and start letting snakes go. So they're holding facility tanks. So all the snakes that do end up here could be here for one night, could be here for a week, but eventually they'll all be released back into the wild.
Right, that's empty. Right, okay, it's done a poo. I want to clear it out.
Is
okay?
it? Well, do you want me to do it?
No, I'll just get the towel.
You can stop if you want.
No, I'll do it.
We'll just put it in the tub
He's under
gently.
the water bar, wouldn't he?
Okay, we'll just lift the water bar, put it on here.
You got the hook. Gonna shoot off, will it? Or it... Glass is a nightmare.
Yeah, I know, it's heavy. No, he's normally okay, but just don't start it too quick. Yeah, you'll be all right.
This is the forest cobra we caught earlier. A bite from him, and if you don't get to hospital quickly, you'll be dead.
Oh, he turned on me.
Right?
Shit, yeah, he just turned on me.
Just gently lift it up. Move your hooker down a little bit.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
no. That's it, we're good.
normally okay.
Honey, it's moving. I can't freaking see. I've had to let
Just,
go.
no, don't
I can't see.
Don't
I
let
can't,
go.
And I honestly, it's bloody moving. Babe, I can't see it at all.
Okay, I'm trying to find a cell phone. Just wait, just stay
Honey,
still.
it is-
Pretend you're a tree. I'm trying to
I
find a
can't
cell
feel it.
phone.
It's not on the hook now. It's
Okay, we'll just wait. Everybody stand still.
Babe, I can't
Whoever's
see
there.
it. I can't see it.
Okay, no, you're fine.
It's gone underneath.
No, just
It's
hold
gone
it.
I've got the tip of the tail and it's gone underneath.
Okay, just stay there.
I can't see it. I can't see it. Hold on.
Just wait there.
Right, it's gone through that chair.
Leave it on the chair. It's fine.
No, I've got the tip of the tail.
Just hold the tail.
Oh, it's gone right
It's
through
load
the
shedding. They turn the
bloody-
freaking power.
What?
Just
Why?
stay
How long-
there.
how long
Load
have you
shedding
got?
is basically an intentional prolonged blackout to prevent a total meltdown of South Africa's national power grid when demand outstrips
Honey, I
supply.
can't see a thing now and I've got no tail.
Okay, just wait. As quick as I can do it.
Blackouts and snake handling can be a deadly combination.
Moving up now. So I said just keep hold of it. Pretend you're a tree. If it climbs up your arm, keep dead still.
You know, it was easy for him to say that. He was telling me to be a tree, to be calm. But, you know, I think if you had a bloody snake, venomous snake at the end of a hook in pitch black, you know, you think everyone would panic, and even Simon would panic. Hurry up.
can't go any
I
faster.
can't see a thing.
It's
Baby,
a-
I'm going to have to let go of the tail.
Don't
I'm
let
gonna
go of
have
the
to let
tail.
go, because it's gone through. Hurry up.
I am
Christ's
letting
sake,
it.
I can't feel it. Baby, I've had to let go. I've had to let go. It's gone through that chair.
Okay,
Can you
just
get the torch on me?
wait. Okay, right there. I've got that candle going. Just stand still.
I'm trying.
Just stand still. It will just go to a corner somewhere. Wait there. I've got a torch. A bite from a forest cobra is serious. They have killed people. It's a very high, potent neurotoxic venom, which basically causes paralysis. Your heart shuts down and you die. Okay, now where? Right. There you are. You got it. Now watch yourself. Now you will panic it. Okay, what to
I
do?
need to get it to go through.
I'm going to come round.
Jeez, I bumped my head.
Let me catch it. Watch out there. Watch out. Just stay calm. It's fine.
I am.
Bloody
It's not
Eskom.
easy in the dark, is it? No, it's all right. I'm good. Right. Well, I'm gonna. Yeah, I've got it.
Right, there's her head there. Just let it come out. Just
Right,
wait.
I am.
Just wait there. It will come through. I've got the torch on. I lit a candle, but I didn't
Do
have
you know,
time to
I
light
had the
another
tip
one.
of its tail.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Okay.
Good.
Just grab its tail there. Don't lose it through there. Okay, you're gonna have to switch.
All good.
Okay, is this thing now? Put your wait there.
No,
not
I'll
not
do
yet.
that.
Not yet. Not
No, I
yet.
want to move.
Put your hand there.
I'm gonna when I've got his head on that side.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, watch out. No, you're still too high. Now wait. Just let him calm down for a second. There's his tank. Watch your legs. Watch my feet. Thank you. Put his head in there.
Right, so do this. Why has the lights gone off?
It's called load shedding. Unless it's only us off, but I don't think it is. It's pitch black out there. They turn it off to bloody save power because Eskom hasn't saved any money for the last 10 years. Get the hook out. Okay, that's it.
Oh,
You all right?
Yeah.
That's in.
Oh, that was stupid.
Yeah, welcome to South Africa.
After I put the cobra away, I since found out that the cameraman could see everything. He just got a special infrared camera. You know, I wish he did help a bit, because then he could at least say to me, it's on your right, it's on your left. I had no vision, and he had vision, so, yeah, I'm pretty pissed off.
It's quite funny. Freaking dangerous. Oh, dear.